Hey guys, so today I want to try out this whole new breaking out of my routine because I feel like I'm in a rut with my makeup routine and do the same things over and over, especially like a lot of times I'm in a rush. I've got very little time to get it done and I have to pretty much decide, am I going to spend more time on my hair or am I going to spend more time on my makeup? So yeah, I'm going to try out something completely different and kind of break the rules of makeup. I'm going to use the Conceal and Define Concealer. It's so funny because in Emily's video, one of the tips and tricks was not putting eyeshadow on the bottom. And down here. And so many people are like, oh, I hate it when people don't finish the look by putting eyeshadow on the bottom. And like for the longest, I had never bothered to put eyeshadow on the bottom, and I liked the looks that I got. I thought I spent enough time on the top. It looked the way I wanted it to look. And it was pretty, and I didn't need it. But now, you know, then sometimes you hear people are like, oh my god, why did you not finish the look? What is wrong with you? Crazy. Like, it's funny, it's just ironic because let's just sit back and realize that makeup is different for everybody. Some things look good on some people, some things don't. And it's all about playing and exploring and having fun. Like, I think that's why I like it so much, because it's about having fun. So I'm actually gonna take like this bright purple. It's like this super bright purple. Right in here because it's so freaking gorgeous. Oh yeah. Give it kind of a purple, a dark base. See, I got kind of that smoky vibe. That's what I was going for with this purple, and I figured it would give it to me. It almost looks like brown and dark. The darker purple, and I'm going to use this midnight blue right next to it, these guys here. And I'm going to keep working that into the outer edge so I can get it darker. This one is a lot more purple pigment. I remember way back when I just could not get soft, diffused eyeshadow looks. And I thought, oh my god, it's gotta be my brush, it's gotta be my brush. Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing the same techniques I've seen so many times. But the reality is there's a couple of different things that causes that. A, you're holding the brush too close. Or even like where they tell you to hold it, like this is where the Wet n Wild has that little divot. I feel like it's too close. Like I even go back a little bit further than that, and that's big, that's huge. Then the products that you put on your eyes, like whatever you're using to prime your eyes, that's important as well. Whether or not you're putting like a powder all over. For some people it works. I think it depends on the primer too. Like I just used the Conceal and Define Makeup Revolution Concealer as my eyeshadow primer, and I went straight in, no powder, no nothing, with the eyeshadow, and as you can see, it's looking very soft, very blended, and I love it. It's beautiful. But yeah, it's about learning and continuing to experiment until you get to where you want to get. So I'm just going to bring this purple in a little bit more. And this is just, like, you really don't need, like, I used to think, oh my god, every single YouTuber has the MAC brushes, the 215, 217, and then the blending one. You can get away with just using this cheapy, what is this, 99 cents, I think? Depends on where you go. But there's a cheapy Wet n Wild brush, and it's not even part of their, they have a lot of fancier brushes. And I actually even have one. This is the P15 on their fancy brush line that is kind of kind of similar to the Sigma E25, but it does, I noticed that it does not work as well. Like this cheapy brush, I'm in love with this. Like this is my go-to when I want to smoke something out and blend it. Look at that, it looks gray, but I'm really using purple. And then now that I have that diffused, I'm going to take the Midnight Blue and I'm going to go in a little bit closer and just work in the outer V. Darker colors on the outside and working your way in, and that's naturally how I do my eyeshadow, because I find that it's more forgiving that way, and then you can go in with the lighter colors that are on your brush after you've cleaned it from steps like these. Now I'm going to drop that brush there, and I'm going to go in with more concentrated brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 103. Cheap brushes. I'm not using anything crazy or expensive. This is like from a set that was $12 and it comes with like, I think 12 brushes, 10 brushes, something like that. And a lot of times when you order enough, they'll send you this for free, and that's how I got mine. But good brush. There's a perfect eyeshadow tone right smack dab here that literally, camera looks blue, but if you see it in person, it's got more of a purple hue to it. I think this is a perfect color for this, and I'm just going to tap in there, get that color. I'm going to, ooh, yes, yes. Just going to bring this in. It's funny because, you know, back in the day when you didn't have eyeshadow primers and you didn't have, you know, makeup that would actually bring through the correct color of eyeshadow onto your lids for a woman of color, blue, every time I would wear it, would end up looking like purple on my skin tone. I wonder if you did it now. No. Eyeshadow's way better now. The eyeshadow pigments are way better now, but people would be like, oh my god, I love your purple eyeshadow. It looks so good. And I'd be like, it's actually blue. And it was so sad, because it's like, I really wanted blue and nobody could tell it was blue. But, you know, it's amazing to be in makeup in this day and age, because it's a whole nother game. I think about what makeup was like when my mom was wearing makeup and I was a little girl, and I was just like playing with it in the bathroom, and then, you know, quickly trying to get it off of my skin without her knowing that I was wearing it or that I was playing in it, because I knew I was going to get in trouble. Because believe it or not, I was not allowed to wear makeup until I was 18. So now I'm obsessed with it. Like, I can't imagine what it would have been like for me if I had been able to wear makeup and feel confident and beautiful in like high school or even as low as middle school, because I felt so self-conscious. And when I think about it now, I look back, I think how fat and ugly I was, and I look back and I think, oh my god, I was just so thin, so skinny and beautiful, and just couldn't see it. And no matter who told me that, you know, I didn't believe it. So if you're a young girl, you gotta have that confidence. You gotta radiate that confidence. You gotta have that self-love. You gotta love yourself, no matter what anybody is saying to you. Especially, I know in school people are rough, people are hard, but you gotta love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? You've got to appreciate who you are, and I promise someday the right people will come into your life, whether it's friends, whether it's someone, you know, a love interest. The right people will come into your life. They will love you, and they will appreciate you for who you actually are. And somebody loves me. No, just kidding. They will appreciate you for who you are, and that is a very beautiful thing. You should strive every day to be who you are and be your beautiful, perfect self. And that's one of the things that's like, especially for younger girls, I always try to emphasize to them, you're beautiful. You don't have to hide yourself in your body. You don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to hide behind makeup if you don't want to. If you like it and it's okay and your parents are okay with that, then that's great. But if they're like mine and they're like, no, then you know, you gotta respect that too. Yeah, this periwinkle blue right up here. That's what we're gonna go in the inner corner. And we're gonna just do that gradient right in the middle here. And we're just doing like a light to dark gradient across the eye. For the inner corner, the grand finale, we're gonna go in with this very bright light blue. That one, and it's much brighter. And we're gonna bring that down. Okay, so my camera decided to act up, but I finished. I went ahead and did like an inner corner line and extended it outside of the norm because I'm feeling very Egyptian. Oh my gosh, I love this eye look. I am in love with it. And then if this would be great, I think, if you were trying to do kind of a goddess type eye look or like any type of Egyptian type makeup. I think it'd be beautiful. It just reminds me of the water and the Nile. And the golden flecks is just like the sunlight just on top of the water. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then, you know, it's Egypt, so you can highlight as much as you want. Get that gold highlight in there. I'm tempted, but I won't. Not on camera anyway. Yeah, I'm loving this eye look. Woo. Yes, honey. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I think wrapping up, I love this eyeshadow look. I can't believe that this old eyeshadow palette was as good as it is, but I think a lot of it had to do with the Makeup Revolution and Conceal and Define Concealer that I used as the primer, because this looks fabulous. I just have no other words for it. So I hope that you will subscribe and like this video for more content, and smack that bell button to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. I make videos, entertainment videos and makeup videos, and I hope that you will subscribe to see more. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.